This morning I sat down with my coffee, my journal. I was ready to fill my mind with good things, do some meditation, do some journaling. But I just picked up my phone quickly to check something, and I scrolled past this post that had deconstructed a few things that they had found in the Epstein files. I was intrigued because I wanted to know, and I clicked see more, and I've read a line and burst into tears. I still feel emotional thinking about it. I didn't even finish reading the line because I knew what it was going to say. I burst into tears. See, I'm a new mum. My baby boy is 3 months old, and what I read was about babies, and my spirit felt crushed and broken. And it was 9 a.m. in the morning, and I was going to fill my mind with good things. It got me thinking, and I got inspired for this video because I think it's really important as feminine women that we understand how important it is for us to be protecting our inner sanctuary. In feminine masculine energetics, the masculine is the one that goes out and faces the evil, and the feminine protects the family and her territory. Her territory is her body, her mind, her spirit, her heart, and her children. I did not protect my territory in that moment, and as a result, on a beautiful morning that I would like to be spending filling my mind with good things and bringing joy and peace to my home with my little baby, my spirit was crushed and filled with a heaviness that took about half an hour to subside. Lately, I've been convicted about the amount of time that I've been spending on social media consuming things that make me feel shocked and outraged. It's almost become a little bit of an addiction, and I think this morning was that moment for me, and I was like, I need to do something about this. I need to put in some boundaries because the feminine thrives when there are strong boundaries around her. I also want to read to you a proverb from the Bible that I think is really relevant here. It says, above all else, so above everything, this is the most important thing to do. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything that you do flows from it. Everything we do. So if our heart is filled with heaviness, dwelling on evil, sadness, grief, outrage, everything that we do is going to be impacted by that. How we show up in our marriage, in our relationships, in our friendships, in our parenting, in our creativity, the things that we produce, our work, and our leadership. It's really important that we are so serious about what we allow into our spiritual realm, into our bodies, into our hearts. So I decided I'm going to implement some boundaries, and I'm going to tell you what they are in a moment. I do want to also say that ignorance is not bliss here. There is a whole lot of crap going on in the world. It is not good. We need to be aware of what's going on so that we don't fall into deception, so that we can walk through the world with knowledge and understanding and not be lulled into a false sense of safety. We do need to be as wise as a serpent, but as gentle as doves. It's not about not knowing anything that's going on. We need to be informed about what's going on, but not consumed. So it can't be something that we're constantly consuming over and over and allowing to dampen our spirit. But we do need to know that there is the general evil out there and do what we can to guard against it and fight it and rally against it. But we cannot keep allowing these thoughts and this negativity and this evil to just constantly in your mind, in your mind, in your mind, in your mind, in your mind. So the boundaries that I'm going to implement and that I encourage you, I don't even think you should do the same things that I am going to do, but I will give you some reflection questions at the end so that you can think about what boundaries you do want to put in as a feminine woman to guard your heart, your mind. But this is what I'm going to do. So my first thing that I'm going to do, and I've started doing this, but I'm going to be a lot more focused on it, is changing my algorithm. Right now, I click on the video that says this showed up in the Epstein files, or this person got arrested, or this has just been revealed. The thing that I clicked on this morning, I pressed see more. So my algorithm thinks I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this outrageous, shocking content. Constantly seeing shocking content, it's almost addictive. It's like giving your body these like dopamine hits, even though it's not dopamine because it's not good, but it's just that shock. You get kind of addicted to it. So the algorithm just keeps on giving it to you and giving it to you and giving it to you. And my mind, I just feel from the last week, I've just let it get out of control. My mind just feels messy and dirty from the amount of things that I've read. What I'm going to do is I'm going to purposefully click on content that is harmless and interesting to me and entertaining, that is not shocking, and I'm going to like it, and sometimes I'll comment on it. So my husband and I have swapped watching Candace Owens for Daily Dose of Internet, and it's just like showing us random cute things that happen around the world. It's just like joyful, interesting stuff, and I just think before bed that is just much better state of mind to be falling asleep. So it's watching things like that before bed. I love fashion, so watching a fashion show, watching a review of different fashions, liking it, and making sure I'm engaging more with harmless content that is not going to make me feel horrible, and then only click on the shocking or informative conspiracy evil content if I genuinely am looking to find something out that is like, if there's like a big news thing, I'll like watch one video on it and so I know what's going on, but I won't watch lots of videos on it. I won't read lots of posts on it. I won't read people's opinions on the thing that I already know happened. I don't need people's opinions that we already know. Most of the time it's just evil. So changing my algorithm so that I'm not constantly bombarded and tempted to just constantly be shocked and outraged by the things that are coming out in the world right now. And then there's time boundaries. This one's really tricky for me as a mum who is staying at home. So what I'm going to do is in the morning, I'm just not going to watch or be on my phone for the first hour. In the evening, I'm not going to watch anything to do with that. So like I said, my husband and I watch a daily dose of internet before bed and that'll be it. And then also right now I'm in my luteal phase. So that's my phase. So just trying in general to be a lot more strict with how much time I spend. But I think just that morning and evening limiting, and then during the day having my algorithm and only choosing to watch positive things that make me feel good, is going to make a really big difference for my heart and not allowing that negativity in. And then the last thing I'm going to start doing is when I'm on my phone for longer than 5 minutes, I am just going to remind myself to have a bit of a body check. Take a deep breath. How is my body feeling consuming this content? Even if it's just like the fashion things I watch or a funny thing that I watch. Am I tense? Am I feeling highly emotional by the content that I'm consuming? If so, take a break, take a couple of deep breaths. I want to use the internet for good. I think it's great. It informs us of things. I really enjoy using AI to dissect things, but if it's causing my body to tense up and to feel full, and then I don't have space in my emotions or mind to give to my son or my husband, then that's a problem. So I want the internet and media that I consume to be lighthearted, to be easy, not something that's going to weigh me down or make me feel heavy. So I do a check-in. If it's making me feel heavy, if it's making me feel really, really happy or really, really sad, I'm just going to take a break, because it's not worth my emotions for something like on a screen it is real, but it's not actually beneficial to my life or doesn't add any sort of value. Those are my 3 things. I'm just sharing because I think it's important that we reflect and look at the ways that we're spending our time and what we're giving our attention to, and just make sure it's in line with the type of person we want to be and how we want to be showing up in our worlds. So have a think for yourself. What needs stricter boundaries? What accounts do I need to unfollow? What content do I need to stop watching? Even if you enjoy it, it's not always healthy. Like for me, Candace Owens is quite entertaining and I really enjoy watching her, but it's actually really heavy on my spirit when I watch her. So I really need to limit that. What time limits do I need to put in? Do you need to cut off your internet for certain times in the day, or actually put on a timer on your phone for 30 minutes a day? For me, timers on my phone don't work because they're just too easy to bypass. It's just doesn't work for me. So I need it to be more of a like, morning is phone free, evening is phone free except for that video I watch with my husband, and then during the day I check in with my body. For you, it might be I only want an hour all day, and you can set those limits. Absolutely, do what works for you. Above all else, guard your heart, because everything that you do flows from it. This was a quick one, but I hope it was helpful. I hope it made you think, and let me know in the comments if there's any other tips that you have for filtering and monitoring what you're allowing into your space. Lots of love.